where are we now in the Middle East? I think in the last 4 days, we've come to a very new and exciting place because Hezbollah, gone. Houthis, diminished. The Syrian air defense systems, gone. Iran, no money. Arab countries made peace with Israel. And so what's left is the Palestinian-Israeli combination. And what's happened in the last 4 or 5 days is that that's flipped on its head. You know, if anybody was watching the UN speech, you know, all the leaders spoke at the UN, and Trump was on the escalator stopped, he gets up to the podium, the teleprompter's broken. And so that's what people paid attention to. But what was happening behind the scenes is the meeting with those young Arab leaders I talked about a few minutes ago. He was meeting with them and saying, let's forge a plan, a peace plan, that might now have an opportunity for success. And so he laid out a 20-point plan. And he got the Arabs to all sign. He got Qatar to sign. Nobody thought they would sign. Pakistan signed, Turkey signed, Egypt signed. Everybody said, okay, we're going to sign up. We think this 20-point plan is going to work. The specifics of the 20-point plan, everybody sort of wanted those things to happen, but nobody thought they would ever happen. And the 20-point plan included Israel doesn't make any new settlements on the West Bank, Hamas gives back the hostages, immediate ceasefire, and then the day after, the new government will be formed of technocrats, led probably by the former Prime Minister of Britain, Tony Blair, and they would have an interim government until the Palestinians could figure out how to be governed. Oh, and by the way, Hamas, gone. Lay down your arms, you are not part of any new government. And the enforcement mechanism was going to be those same Gulf Arab countries that Trump had talked to and the United States had made friends with for the last 8 years. So the peace plan is put forward in the sidelines of the UN. They all agreed to it. And then on Friday, the Israeli prime minister went to Washington and he said, okay, I'm going to sign up for Israel too. We're going to go along with it. Now remember, this was going to be tough for Israel because they were not going to be able to build settlements on the West Bank. They were going to have to withdraw from Gaza. But he signed up too. So then where are we, like today, I guess, yesterday? We now have an isolated Hamas, which is not supported by Iran, not supported by the Gulf Arab countries. It's alone. And the post-war peace plan is that Gaza, the Palestinians, without Hamas, could rebuild, and could rebuild, physically rebuild, and their societies be rebuilt. So I think for the first time in 50 years, there's a possibility that you could have uniform overall peace in the Middle East. Why? Because the big sticking point has always been Hamas, not the Palestinians. The Palestinians aren't Hamas. But it's if you can like cut off Hamas from the Palestinians and offer the Palestinians a different future than the one that they had been thinking was their lack of future, that you might actually have a chance for peace because everybody's already signed up to it.